Let's talk about release times now, okay? I've got a different drum loop. Again, it's 4 on the floor. It's really simple. The difference is we have an open hi-hat, auto gain off, ratio 10-1 again. Attack time, we did fast. The simplest definition of release is how much time is it going to take to go from the compressed signal to not being compressed anymore. That motion creates a volume swell. So the length of that volume swell back to normal, back to uncompressed, kind of gives you the feel of the release, right? It's going to create a swell, a swoosh. This is what people talk about when a compressor's pumping. You feel the swell come back to zero before it gets knocked down again by the next hit or whatever. I'm going to start turning the release down to faster, and I want you to think about how it feels. This is more subtle, probably a little harder to hear, but if you pay attention, the release time when it's here and the release time when it's fast, the fast release time feels like the drum loop is getting sped up as you slide it down. Try this for yourself. When the compressor is swelling the volume back in, the volume swell makes it feel like that hi-hat is starting later in the groove than it is. What you can think to yourself in terms of release time is how noticeable do I want this volume swell that's going to happen when the compressor lets go? Do I want it to be in effect? Do I want to feel the swoosh of energy? Do I want to feel it almost slow down the sound a little bit? Or do I want it to be as invisible as possible? Do I want it to be fast so that people aren't thinking about what is that If you listen to EDM, the side chain pumping sound that you hear on sometimes just the whole song where the kick hits and everything basically mutes for a second and then swells back in. That is just a really extreme example of a super fast attack time and a really slow release time. Usually in dance music, you're going to time the release time to the tempo of the song. You're going to give it a musical subdivision. There's a lot of plugins like this. There's Kickstart, Shaperbox, LFO Tool. When the sound plays, every quarter note, what this is doing is the attack is squishing it, and then this curve is showing you the release time over the length of a quarter note. As you do this more and more often, you're going to start to realize the connection between the way you want it to sound and how you can use a compressor to do that.